I'm at the same food market that I was at with the road crew the other day. Yeah. Come back for some quesadillas tomorrow. I fucking hate Starbucks. Anyway, just giving you guys a little bit of street scene stuff here in the market. Talked to a lady down the road. I'm looking for a USB adapter, an A to C adapter. Doesn't have to be very long. You know, it could be like, boom, 1 inch, or it could be a cord. But I want to get my, I want to be able to take my Western Digital hard drive, deuces, take my hard drive and hook it directly to my phone. Cut out the middleman, meaning the computer. So I'm going to look at some of this stuff here. There's some adapters and things here, so I'll talk to you later. I realize I'm part of the problem, but there's too many damn farangs here. Wow. Anyway, I talked to this lady down at one of these trinket shops. She spoke really good English, and she said, down here, where you see that green sign, they're closed now, but they've got lots of electronics there. I've stopped at a few little kiosks and looking for what I need. A USB-A female to male C. Pictures work wonders. But yeah, that's all I'm doing. Just walking around, killing time, getting a little walk time in. I can't find mine. I need one of these. But I certainly don't need 12 of them. I can go in and get one. I see them right there, but I can do it tomorrow, the next day, whatever. I'm here a few days. Oh man, dried mango. I love dried mango when it's not too dry. You know.
It's all like that.
I just recognized that couple there. Hi. YouTube. Mr. Beast or something. No, I'm joking. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna stop right here and lean on this steel plate. Make sure there's no gum on the damn thing. Just kick back. Yeah. So I'm staying at the same hotel I stayed at last time with Chuck and the Wrecking Crew. I kind of like it there. I might, I think I'll enjoy the pool tomorrow. Just chill before my eye appointment. I want to get a good night's rest in the evening of the 9th. So when I go to the doctor on the 10th, I'm good to go, you know. There's they got a lot of, well, many of you have probably been to Chiang Mai. But I mean, it's big. What you're seeing here is just a drop in the bucket, literally. I'm tempted to go into Big C just to see what the hell they got, but I don't need anything. I don't want to be tempted, you know, so yeah, I got everything I need. I specifically made a beeline for that hot dog chucking I had. I mean, well, you can't go wrong for 60 baht. I mean, it was literally tasted like an American hot dog. You know, multi-processed, macerated beef product. That shit be good, man. You gotta have some garbage once in a while. 28 kilos now. So anyway, like I said, I'm just walking around. I'll probably, in typical fashion, stop at 7. Let me just point the camera somewhere so I can stop and not trip. But sorry about filming my, you know, chin. But pretty much without fail, before I go back to my room, I find either some sausage. They're all linked together, right? Balls. They're real. They're not like that stuff you find in some soups. But it's really sausage. And then something of that, you know, a few of those, or some, you know, pork on a stick or something like that. And then I go to 7-Eleven, and get a cup of ice and a sugar-free red lime Singha, red lemonade. I think it's red lime lemonade or something. I'll take a damn picture. But anyway, there's a pink can and a red can. I get either or. But they're sugar-free, and it's just perfect to have next to the bed, along with my water. That new coffee mug I got, it's now relegated to cold drinks because I can't, physically, I cannot wait 4 hours for my morning coffee. The shit burned my tongue, literally. I'm not gonna stick my tongue out, but it literally burned my frickin' tongue. Jeez, I tell you what, I still feel it. Anyway, back to some trinkets. You know, a long time ago, was doing a job. I guess I could say it. We were doing a Marriott hotel in Seattle. Ground up. The company I worked for, when I say we, not me, the company I worked for, we had all the HVAC, wet and dry, okay? So you got big plumbing, piping, equipment, duct, the whole smash, right? So we're doing that job, and my buddies, one of them comes to me and says, "Hey man," and I may have told you this story, and if I have, I apologize. But he says, "We're going to Prague, me and my buddies," meaning 5, him, so 6 people. We're going to Prague. You want to go? And I said, no. If I go back to Europe, I'm going with my wife, you know, because there's a lot of shit we still haven't seen. Oh, okay, cool, man, cool. And then about a week later, he comes back and he says, "Yo, we changed our mind. We're not going to Prague." we're going to Thailand. Really? When? He tells me. And I said, hang on. I called my wife and I said, hey, the guys want me to go to Thailand with them. What do you think? She says, bring me back an elephant. A wood elephant. So I did, and I went. That was in 01. You remember 9/11, 01? We were doing that building when that's a step. We're doing that building when 9/11 happened. And so it was really weird being right in Seattle, just off of Lake Union, in the flight path of King County Boeing Field and SeaTac. And no frickin' planes, no float planes, no nothing. It was the oddest frickin' thing. Really, really dramatic. And then, during that same time period, we had one of the largest earthquakes we've had in the Seattle area. I don't know, 6.7, 6.8, something like that. Pretty big. It was a roller, not a rocker. You know, like you get in California. Those of you that... Anyway. There's rockers and there's rollers, right? And I'm trying not to... I'm letting all these young, rude Europeans stand in my way. So fuck it. I'm gonna go up here, try not to fall, and park my ass on the corner. So anyhow, that earthquake hit. My cousin, God love him, literally my favorite cousin, love him like a brother, more of a brother to me than my brother. And he's working for me as a supervisor, but a working supervisor, right? We're gonna step off the stair bench. Yeah, thank you. Guys ducked and apologized, and I was saying, dude, no, I'm filming myself because I love to see myself on camera. No, anyway, I was in the conference room at the office on the east side of the lake, and let me go up here so people don't think I'm, so they're not, oh wow, there's gonna be live music here shortly. Right behind me, see that? Da, 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 I can smell a cold beer. Anyway, and I'm only 5 minutes from my hotel. Anyhow, we hear this and feel this rumble. And Jack and I, the CFO, and I we weren't doing any business, right? We were in the fucking conference room shooting the shit. Okay, we were just jaw jacking, on the company dime, right? But you have to bond with your coworkers, right? So we're bonding, and we get this. What the fuck? And I said, "There's no trains around here. What the fuck?" And then it hit. Oh my god! It was I'm like a shit son of a bitch. We were in a one-story tilt up, right? That typical kind of office complex, so no big deal. But oh my god, I got that fucking thing in my rear view mirror. Some bitch, I didn't notice it. God. Anyway, made a lot of money off of them. I appreciate that. But back to the story. My cousin and crew were on the roof of that building. Okay, picture this building going up, and they'd go up 4 floors of poured concrete, right? It's going to be post tension. So you've got rebar and you've got these cables running through it, sleeved cables, right? And then after it cures, they post tension it, meaning they put this machine on it and it pulls it hydraulically, gets to a certain tension, and then it locks. That's called post tension. Tension after the fact, like marriage. Anyway, that freaking earthquake hit, and it was a 10-inch slab. And all my guys were doing was standing around making sure that our penetrations, okay, holes that were blocked out for duct, for pipe, things like that, didn't get moved or kicked over or buried, right? So that was their job. Just fucking stand there all motherfucking day and make sure our shit is good to go after the pour, right? Or through the pour. I'm gonna stand here at the sign and greet people. Yo, how would you like to eat here? But my cousin said it was like sticking a stick in a fucking anthill. People were running. Guys were hanging on to cages that were still, you know, rebar cages that were still vertical because there's other parts of the building on top that they had to build. You know, like the mechanical room and shit like this, right? The elevator machine room, all that kind of shit. Still had to be built on the roof. And my cousin just grabbed onto one of those and hung on, along with Mikey and shit. I forget. I don't know if Kevin was up there or not. I think Kevin was up there, and pipe fitter. And he said that mud, the cement, went like a tsunami across that roof, and then boo, sloshed over the end, and then come back, boo. And he said that son of a bitch building. He said, I swore it swayed at least 2 feet each way. This is only 10 floors, okay? So that's a lot. That's a lot of freaking sway. More sway than a go-go bar. Anyway, I just got distracted. I saw a big-ass McDonald's sign. Anyway, so I'm immediately on the horn, you know, on the Motorola. Can't get shit. Can't get shit. Finally get through. Is everyone okay? Yes. Leave. You're done for the day. And they shut down the building for a week while the engineers fine-tooth combed it. Because at that stage, it's in a delicate situation. Like that one that collapsed in Bangkok. Now, granted, there were some other circumstances involved in that one. But when they're not a complete structure, they're like a house of fucking cards. They'll freaking collapse, twist, fall, and kill people. But the only injury, no shit, was an iron worker that ran down the stairs and he fell and he broke his thumb. Fortunately, that was it. There were so many headaches on that job and so many good memories. Anyway, yeah. I don't know why the hell I got on that subject, but anyway, that's enough for now. 16 minutes. I don't even know where. I'll have to go through all this stuff I filmed tonight and figure out if I have something that's worthy of you guys, you know, critique. Okay. You just, yeah, you get all this street food, everything you could see, everything you could hope for from the street. You name it, they got it. From meat to veg to fruit, roti and everything. For you know, 20, 40, 60 bucks. And then you got a frickin' McDonald's. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go in there and spend 12 bucks on a Happy Meal. And have a stomach ache after. Screw that. Anyway, I'm gonna go walk around some more. I think I'll go that direction. All right, later.